All right. Gervonta Tank Davis calls out Vasyl Lomachenko for a fight next after Lomachenko beats George Kambosos. Immediately, big problem pops up on Vasyl Lomachenko's side. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division where it's deja vu all over again. We have a new IBF champion in the division, Vasyl Lomachenko. And after Vasyl Lomachenko's demolition of George Kambosos, Gervonta Davis says that he wants to fight him next. Immediately, there's a chorus of people saying that Gervonta Davis will duck him, that Gervonta Davis really doesn't want the fight. However, the person that lets it be known that there's a problem with that fight taking place next is Tim Bradley. Now, before I get into that, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, chop it up with me in the future when we drop videos. If you are a longtime subscriber and supporter, thank you so much for your continued support. It really means a lot to the channel. Thank you, Mr. McKinney, Mr. Yole. Thank you guys, Mr. Pragmatic. Thank y'all for continuing to support in the super thanks. And thank you to everybody else that does so as well. It's a great way to sponsor channels. This is a bittersweet for me. Last night, Vasyl Lomachenko looked very, very good against George Kambosos. He went down to Australia to fight for the vacant IBF title that had been relinquished by Devin Haney. He did what I thought he would do, which is beat George Kambosos up. I know that I said several weeks ago, I did not do a prediction video to it, that it's not going to be a close fight. Vasyl Lomachenko is just another level fighter than he is. And I wouldn't be surprised if Vasyl Lomachenko stopped George Kambosos. And that's what happened. I do believe it was the 11th round when Vasyl Lomachenko became a little bit less of a headhunter in that fight and started going down to the body, stopped him with consecutive liver shots. The referee waved it off at the same time George Kambosos' team threw in the towel. I don't know if maybe the referee saw them wave the towel first and stopped it, and then the towel came in, or whether or not they both thought of that simultaneously. But whatever, at that moment in the 11th round, the whooping was over. Vasyl Lomachenko is back being a world champion, something he probably should have done in his last fight when he fought Devin Haney. The difference in this one is that Lomachenko did not leave anything to the imagination. He didn't leave anything to the judges. He got George Kambosos out of there and looked spectacular doing it. Right after the fact, Gervonta Davis said that this guy is next, but let me get past Frank Martin first. So somebody had asked Gervonta Davis about fighting him. He said, yeah, he can be next. Let me get past Frank Martin first. Obviously, he needs to do that. That's a fight that's coming up on June 15th in Las Vegas. And that is not a gimme fight. Frank Martin is a legitimate fighter. If Gervonta Davis was able to fight Vasyl Lomachenko after Frank Martin, though, I will tell you that Frank Martin is a good preparatory fight for Vasyl Lomachenko. If for no other reason, he's a southpaw. And that would have been 2 of the last 3 fighters that Gervonta Davis fought that would have been southpaws, which would bode well for him if he were to fight Vasyl Lomachenko, who is also southpaw. Now, the problem comes in here, though, is that one of the assumptions Gervonta Davis made about why he would be able to fight Vasyl Lomachenko next was incorrect. In the tweets, Gervonta Davis said that he believed that Vasyl Lomachenko was no longer with Bob Arum. That was corrected when, after the fight, Lomachenko said specifically, "I would like to thank Top Rank for giving me this opportunity." So clearly, Gervonta Davis was mistaken about that. But more important, Vasyl Lomachenko, according to Tim Bradley, already has his next fight set up, as if we didn't know. And it will be, most likely, Emmanuel Navarrete, who is fighting Baranchyk next month for the vacant WBO, or for the WBO 135-pound title. So that is a in-house unification fight that Lomachenko is probably going to have with the winner of Baranchyk and Navarrete, which will probably be Navarrete. After that, you have somebody else who's also with Top Rank, provided that he's at Top Rank at the time, and that is Shakur Stevenson. I would not be surprised if Shakur Stevenson would fight the winner of Lomachenko versus Navarrete Baranchyk winner, which puts any type of fight between any of those guys at Top Rank against Gervonta Davis, that would put that on the shelf at least until the later portion of 2025. There will be, without a doubt, a lot of calls for holding Gervonta Davis's feet to the fire for saying that he wants to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. And many of the people that are going to say that will, ignore, maybe a strong word, but I think for some people it's ignore, others not acknowledge, others may not appreciate, whichever one of those 3 phrases fit people that say, why isn't Gervonta Davis doing this? They don't appreciate or won't acknowledge or will ignore the fact that Top Rank is going to do in-house fights before they do cross-promotional fights. All of those belts, were at Top Rank before. All of those belts will probably be staying at Top Rank because that's how it goes with Top Rank. So I like that Gervonta Davis wants to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. I just don't believe that that is a scenario where that's going to happen next. And it will be of no fault of Gervonta Davis's, no fault of Vasyl Lomachenko. You can just chalk it up to the way organizations work and the way that money goes around in boxing. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.